can you imagine studying for 3 to 4 years only for you to hear the employer says this to you? I think you are not job ready. Hi and Assalamualaikum. So today I'll be focusing on one key issue, which is the mismatch between the education and the industry expectation. So in today's fast-evolving and technology-driven workplace, employers expect graduates who can apply their skills, solve real-life problems, and adapt quickly to the working environment. However, most universities still focus heavily on theoretical learning, exams, and grades, with very limited exposure to real industry practices. As a result, there is a growing gap between academic preparation and workplace expectation among the students. So this gap is becoming more critical and urgent. Graduates enter the workforce without any practical experience, making it difficult for them to meet the employer's expectations and needs from day one. So this alone can lead to multiple complications and problems, such as increased unemployment among graduates, and then the employers ended up spending more time and money on training these graduates to do their job properly. And lastly, these graduates can't help but feel unprepared, discouraged, and lack the confidence when they are seeking for a job. And if nothing is done regarding this matter, this mismatch will continue to produce a graduate who are only qualified on paper but is ineffective in practice in general, hence weakening the future of the workforce. And to solve this issue, I suggest that we must shift from a theory-based education to an experience-based education. And this can be done through 3 ways. The first one is having real industry projects, which means that the student should work on actual problems that is provided by the companies that are relevant to their course and not just made up classroom assignments. And then the next one is having a structured internship, which means that the internship for the students should be guided, relevant, and integrated directly into the curriculum, and it should not be optional. And then the last one is to have industry collaboration, which means that the universities should collaborate with the outside professionals and then ask them to help co-design the courses, mentor the students, and share what the real workplace expectation is in the current workplace settings. And why does this work? So this approach can bridge the gap by ensuring that the students can learn and apply at the same time. So the benefits are the graduates can become more job ready and confident. Meanwhile, the employers will get the skilled candidates who require less training than the others. And then the universities will produce more competitive and relevant graduates. And I think it's time for universities and industries to work together to redesign how we prepare the students. Because in the future of work, success is not just about what you know, it's about what you can actually do. Thank you very much.
Okay. So thank you, BADRIATUL, and hi everyone. And for my part, I've been looking into the transition from university to the workforce, and I feel like there's a massive gap right now. It is not that we are not learning the right things, but the speed of industry is moving way faster than any syllabus that we can keep up. I've read that many graduates feel lost because what we study and what we do in classroom is very controlled. But the modern work environment is actually very chaotic and unpredictable. Like, do we really confident that our current projects and our current study is actually matched to what a top tier company expect from us? So in addition, we also have to talk about the AI factor in that. It's not a major disaster, I'd say that, but it is a threat. We have spending semesters and years, and for me, 3 years, mastering certain software and techniques. But by the time we graduate, I'm sure that there is an AI tool that can do basic things of what have we learned just in few seconds. This digital transformation is making technical skills expire faster than ever, and it is a bit scary because it means that degree is not the final destination for us anymore. It is just a basic, just a foundation, and we are forced to be in a constant state of catching up before we can even start working and start our career. So, my proposal for this problem is that we need to stop looking degree as the only solution and the only source of truth. We also need to advocate for industry integrated learning. We need to move toward a lifelong learning mindset where we need to believe that degree need to be supplemented by real-time industry certifications such as Google and cloud. This creates a professional. We can be someone who have a deep academic knowledge, but we also need a broad practical skills in emerging technologies. technologies that are being updated annually. So, to wrap up my solution, I would like to say that it is not about learning more, but we need to learn at the right time. That is all. Thank you.
Thank you, Alifa. Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Have you ever looked for a job and felt like, am I actually ready for this? Honestly, I have felt that way. And I think most of us feel the same way, right? So, the job market today is changing very fast, especially with technology. Right now, we have AI that can do almost everything. And the truth is, what we learn in class doesn't always match with what company really need. This is the situation we are in right now. Many graduates are struggling to transition into the workforce, not just because of skills gaps, but also because of a misalignment between what universities teach and what the industry actually expects. So, the most specific problem is many students don't know what career to choose or what skills they need to develop. Nobody really told them and nobody showed them the way. And yes, universities do provide guidance, but only in final year. By that point, it's already too late. You cannot build the right skills, gain the right exposure, or find the right connection all in one semester. It's hard. If nothing changes, graduates will struggle to find jobs, not because they were not smart, but because they were not exposed to the real industry real enough. And this cycle will just keep repeating year after year. So the solution is, why don't we use our semester break to fix this? Why don't we bring the industry into our universities before final year, before it's too late? So here's how it works. During semester break, universities bring in industry experts to run workshop or training session or Q&A sessions where experts share what the industry really needs and students can ask anything they want to know. So the impact is students learn the right skills early. They understand the industry expectation, and the most importantly, they build real connections with industry people. And the best part, it doesn't even interrupt their studies because it happened during semester break, right? So by the time they reach their final year, they already know what to do and they're ready for it. No more panic, no more guessing, just confidence. So in conclusion, I urge universities, don't let semester breaks go to waste. Bring in experts, expose students early because at the end of the day, we are investing in our students' future. And that is investment should start now, not in final year, not after graduation, but now. Because our students don't just need a degree, they also need a direction. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So let me start with a question. Have you ever heard the phrase, a jack of all trades, master of none? In today's working world, this phrase is very relevant. The employers do not only want graduates who are book smart, they want graduates who can communicate, adapt, solve problems, and work well with others. The problem is, many graduates struggle when moving from university life into the working world. They may do well in exams, but once they start working, they realize that working life is a whole different ballgame. At work, they need to take initiative, manage their time, join discussions, and work with different people. For examples, like UKM, they already provide internships. This is a good step because it gives the student a taste of the real working world. However, internship alone may not be enough. Sometimes the period is short or the tasks given are limited. And because of that, students need more exposure through industrial talks, career sharing sessions, company visits, and workshops with the professionals. These activities can help students to see the bigger picture of what employers expect today. They can learn about workplace culture, important skills, and real challenges in the industry before they even graduate. The main complication is that many graduates are still lack soft skills such as communication, teamwork, adaptability, and discipline. These skills are very important, especially in remote or hybrid work. A graduate may understand theories or know how to use the software, but if they cannot explain the ideas clearly, work in a team, accept feedbacks, or meet deadlines, they may still struggle. Technical knowledge is only one piece of the puzzle. So, what can be done? Universities should continue internships, but also add more soft skills training, teamwork projects, simulated workplace activities, and industry engagement. Students should be given chances to solve real problems, present their ideas, work in groups, and handle feedback just like in a real workplace. In the end, the question is, what kind of graduate do we want to produce? Graduates who only know theories or graduates who are ready to face the real workplace challenges? A degree may open the door, but the real skills help graduates walk through with it with confidence. Thank you. Now I'll pass to Haziq.
Thank you so much, Adlina. Right. So for my part, I think one major issue in graduate employability is that not every student get the same opportunities before entering the workforce. Some students have easy access to internship, uh, networking events, and industry exposure because they have connections, financial supports, or better resources. But for the student, getting those opportunities can be much harder due to financial struggles, transportation issues, or limited exposure to the industry. And honestly, employers nowadays don't just focus on academic result anymore. A good CGPA alone is usually not enough. Company also want graduate with experience, communication skills, confidence, teamwork, and the ability to adapt quickly to modern work environments. Especially now, with AI and technology changing jobs so fast, students are expected to be job ready even before they graduate. The problem is that not all students get equal chances to develop these skills during university life. For example, some internships are unpaid, which make it difficult for certain students to participate. Some students also don't know how to build professional connection or prepare themselves for interview and real working environment. So in my personal opinion, university should provide more accessible platform and opportunities for all students. This could include virtual internship, mentorship programs, career workshop, freelance hub, and stronger collaboration companies. That way, students can gain real-world experience and build industry connections earlier, regardless of their background. At the end of the day, there are many talented students out there, but talent alone is not always enough if opportunities are unequal. So, I believe universities should help create more inclusive environment whose every student has fair chance to prepare for the future of work. Thank you so much.